Is there power? Test. Hey, watch that mic cord, brother. No sweat. So yeah, we gotta make sure we have all that together, y'all. All right. YAHANNA. So once again, this is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started at 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York, where we're led today by the Commanding General YAHANNA, right? And this is the I.S.U.P.K Houston Sabbath service, where last week we left off at the book of Deuteronomy, the 23rd chapter. We're going to pick up there. All right. With that, a madium, which means to stand, copy yarn. Hold on. Come right here. Go ahead now.
Also 50 Kapiyar. Ban Yahweh, Ban Yashal.
Kapiyar, Ban Yahweh, Ban Yashal.
Yahweh Shim Yashal Brakatam.
Yahweh Shim Yashal Brakatam.
La Yashal.
La Yashal. Yahakwadam, Sar, which means to turn and face the east.
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Shabbat
Shema.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Shumka. Yahweh.
Malakwaska.
Sabbath. Ratazayaka. Hayah. Aisha. Barataza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashamaya. Lanawa. Asam. Ka. Yawam. Wasalakinawa. Kabawatinawa. Kasalakinawa. Kabawatinawa. Wala'ah. Gabayanawa. Vanasaya one. Above. I was shying out. Mayan. Right. Kaya. Laka. Amalakwa. Wahala. Watapara. Lawalami. Aman. In the English it reads, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us of our debts. We forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
This is the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Bahashim Yahushua. Babakasha. Latalanawa. Hakan. La Rapa'ah. Kamakala. Makamarawa. Hakan. Lahatahar. Hamatazarayim. Hakan. Lahakwayam. Hamathayam. Hakan. Arakawa. Hatamala. Lagarshan. Bahashim Yahushua. The water Aman. In the English, it reads, Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. Cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'a,
Asha'a,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Ahahari,
Ahahari,
Ma'ayan,
Ma'ayan,
Yaba'a,
Yaba'a,
Izari,
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 Ma'ai,
Ma'ai,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Isha,
Isha,
Shemaiah,
Shemaiah,
Ra'Ratazah,
Ra'Ratazah,
Ayatan,
Ayatan,
Lamawat,
Lamawat,
Regalka,
Regalka,
Ayanawam,
Ayanawam,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Hanala'a,
Hanala'a,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'a,
Walala,
Yayashun,
Yahishun,
Shawamor,
Shawamor,
Yasha'al,
Yasha'al,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazok,
Tazalka,
Yad,
Yad,
Yam
Yanka,
Yawamam,
Yawamam,
Hashemah,
Hashemash,
La'a,
La'a,
Yakaika,
Yakaika,
Wayarah,
Wayarah,
Balayala,
Balayala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Yashamarka,
Makorah,
Makarai,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Atapaska,
Atapashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Taza'at,
Taza'atka,
Wabawaka,
Bawaka,
Ma'aita,
Ma'aita,
Aina Walam,
when I Awalam. In the English it reads, I will lift up my eyes into the hills,
I will lift up my eyes to the hill,
from which cometh my help,
from which cometh my help,
coming from Yahweh,
my help coming from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor
he that keepeth Yahshua,
Salaki. Behold,
behold,
he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep.
he that keepeth Yahshua shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth,
and even forevermore.
even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Aldama Yalaka,
Adala Yamaka,
Altakaras,
Altakaras,
Walta Shakwat,
Alta Shakwat,
Kayahana,
Kayahana,
our Yabuka,
YAHANNA,
Yahaman
Yahaman,
Wamashanayaka,
Wamashanayaka,
Nasha'awa,
Nasha'awa,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al-Amika,
Al-Amika,
Yam Sawad,
Sawad,
Wiyata Ya'ai Tazawa,
Wayata Tazawa,
Altazapawayaka,
Altazapawanyaka,
Amo,
Amawa,
Kawa,
Wakawa,
we're not Kakidam,
we're not Yadam,
Magawa,
Magawa, Wala'a,
Yazakar,
Yazakar,
Sham Yasha'ala,
Sham Yasha'ala,
Iwan, Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawa Aitazawa,
Nawa Tazawa,
La,
La,
Yakadwa,
Yakadwa,
Oyaka,
Ayaka,
Barya,
Barya,
Yakaratwa,
Yakaratwa,
Ahoya,
Ahoya,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Waya Shamalayam,
Wamashamayam,
Mawa'aba,
Mawa'aba,
Wahagoya,
Wahagoya,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Wamawan,
Wamawan,
Wamalak,
Wamalak,
Palashat,
Palashat,
Amishabia,
Amishabia,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gam Ashawar,
Gamashawar,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Imam,
Imam,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Zarwa,
Zarwa,
Labangalawat,
Laban Lalawat,
Salah,
Salam,
Ashalaham,
Ashalaham,
Kamadi,
Kamadian,
Kasiyasra'a,
Kasiyasira,
Kayabi,
Kayabi,
Manakam,
Manakam,
Koyashawan,
Koyashawan,
Nashamadwa,
Nashamadwa,
Bayanda Arab,
Bayanda Arab,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Damat,
Daman,
La'adama,
La'adama,
Sayatamwa,
Sayatamwa,
Nadiyamwa,
Nayamwa,
Hayarab,
Hayarab,
Ukazaba,
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 Ukazabat,
Ukazalamanai,
Wakatazalamani,
Called Nasiyakamwa,
Karnasiyakamwa,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amawa,
Amawa,
Hayarasha,
Nayarashwa,
Nanawa,
Lanawa,
Af, Nawa,
Na'awath,
Alahayam,
Alahayam,
Alahaya,
Alahayat,
Sayatamwa,
Sayatamwa,
Kagogla,
Kagogla,
Kakwas,
Kakwas,
Lapanyaraka,
Lapanyaraka,
Kaash,
Kaash,
Dabi Aria Ira,
Labaya,
Wakana Haba,
Wakahalaba,
Dalahat,
Dalahat,
Hoyo,
Hayam,
Khan,
Khan,
Daradapma,
Daradapma,
Basairaka,
Basairaka,
Basawapaka,
Wabasawapaka,
Dabahala,
Dabahala,
Mala'a,
Mala'a,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Palawan,
Palawan,
Wayabakwashwa,
Wayabakwashwa,
Shamka,
Shemka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wayabahaw,
Wayabahawa,
Ayai,
Ayai,
Wayachapaw,
Wayakapawa,
Wayabad,
Wayabadwa,
Wayadaiwa,
Wayadaiwa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Ata,
Ata,
Shamka,
Shemka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Nabanka,
Labanka,
Ayawan,
Ayawan,
All Kaharataza,
Al Kaharatazah. In the English it reads, keep not thou silent,
Keep not thy silence,
O power,
O power,
hold not thy peace,
hold not thy peace,
and be not still,
and be not
O
still,
power,
O power,
for lo, thine enemies make a
for
tumult,
lo, thine enemies make a tumult,
and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
they that hate thee have lifted up the head,
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
they have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
come,
come,
and let us cut them off from being a
and
nation,
let us cut them off from being a nation,
that the name of Yahshua may be no more remembrance.
so the name of Yahshua be no more remembered.
But they have consulted together with one consent.
But they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee,
They are confederate against
the
thee,
tabernacles of Edom,
the tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Israelites,
of Moab,
of Moab,
the Hagarenes,
Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur is also joined with them.
Assur is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them as unto the Midianites,
do unto them as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kison,
at the brook of Kison,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They become as dung for the earth.
They become as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oram,
Make their nobles like
and
Oram,
like Zeeb,
like Zeb.
yea,
Yea,
all the princes as
all
Sabbath,
the princes as Sabbath,
and as Amunah,
as Amunah,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves the house of the power in possession.
let us take to ourselves the houses of power and possession.
Oh, my power,
Oh, my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as a stubble before the wind,
as stubble before the wind,
as a fire burneth a
as
wood,
the fire burneth the wood,
and as a flame setteth the mountains on fire.
as the flame sets the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
So persecute them like thy
and
tempest,
make them afraid with thy storm,
make them afraid with thy storm,
fill their faces with shame,
fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
Oh,
Oh,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
let them be confounded in trouble forever.
let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high over all the earth.
art the most high over all the earth.
Sar. Yeshabian, which means the sick. You're the most high hand, man. You know what I'm saying? Back at it again, brother. You know?
Right.
Like we never left, brother. Shalom, Adawani, you know what I'm saying?
Shalaki, sir. Yeah.
All right, so we had Deuteronomy chapter 23 in the Hebrew.
23. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23, verse 17 in the Hebrew. La.
No. Oh, chapter 23.
Come on, chapter 23, verse 17.
No, verse 1. Where does it say 17?
Oh, hold on here.
No, that's 22. This chapter 23.
Oh, slide my brother.
That's what I-
This one.
Hey, y'all can buy it.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23, verse 1. La. Yaba. Patazawa. The car.
Yeah,
Wakai.
I can't leave that shit on the floor.
Rakawawath. Shabaka. Baka. Yahweh. Verse 2. La. Yaba. Yes, like Yaba. Mamazar. Bapa. Yahweh. Gam. The war. Ashayara. La. Yaba. Like. Lao. Bapa. Yahweh. Verse 3. La. Yaba. I'm a one of you. Wama wa biya. Wama wa biya. Bapa. Yahweh, Gam, Dawar, Ashiyaru, La, Yaba, La'am, Lahams, like Bapa, Yahweh, Ad, Alam, verse 4, Ab, it's like the bar, Ashar,
We ain't got no sound. The sound just went out of nowhere. Oh wait, hold up. That's it right there.
Let me go ahead.
We back. The sound just went out of nowhere. Oh wait, hold up. That's it right there. Most sign Christ. We back.
Verse 2.
Let's go up, man. Let's back into it. Hey,
Absolutely.
you can take that settings off the thing right there. Just X out of that box right there.
So we can see.
Verse 2. A bastard shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. Even to his 10th generation shall he not enter into the congregation of the Lord.
Now we to walk now.
You want to go?
Deuteronomy 22 and
23.
23 and 22.
Oh, 1. Let's try that 1.
Okay.
You want to start over again?
Yeah, start that verse over one more time.
Cool. Verse 2. A bastard shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. Even to his 10th generation shall he not enter into the congregation of the Lord.
Like the importance of this scripture right here, which I got to really understand, is that the Lord is real strict on his rules. You understand me? And how clean he wants his congregation to be. That's the type of, and knowing that Christ came to give us the spirit of the law, we got to keep that in mind when we, you know what I'm saying, building our congregation now, which is why in the I.S.U.P.K, we keep nothing but cleanliness in the I.S.U.P.K. We do not accept, well, excuse me, we bring in people who are all manners of people and we clean them up according to what the Lord, Spirit of the Lord wants in his congregation. You understand me? Like, we don't allow dirtiness to stay in this congregation. You feel me? Like, if you're going to come over here into the I.S.U.P.K under Commander YAHANNA, you're going to have to clean yourself up. You're going to have to be a brand new person. You're going to have to be a brand new creature in Christ. You understand me? Or else you ain't going to be able to stay here. You understand me? The Spirit of the Lord will get you out of here before we do. What you got?
About
Go ahead. Go ahead. You what am I saying?
23 or 3.
Salakia, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Like today, people say a bastard is someone who don't know they father. A bastard in the Bible is considered what, sir?
Let's go straight to it. Deuteronomy 23 and 2. Dang. I'm gonna go straight to the interlinear so I can give you the exact definition of what a bastard is. 1 second. So a bastard is a child of incest or illegitimate child. So what a bastard would pretty much be would be like a child from from adultery. Right. You understand me? So like if a man left with another man's wife and she have a child by that man, then that child will be considered a bastard. You know what I'm saying? What you got, you grown? Oh, right. And you know what I'm saying? That's if a man lay with them. Yeah, okay, I bet. Any other questions? Y'all got it? All right, keep going.
Verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
And Ammonite or Moabite shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord.
Say that one more time.
An Ammonite or Moabite shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord.
GLCC, this for you. Say it one more time.
An Ammonite or Moabite shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord.
Christian church, this is for you. Say it one more time.
An Ammonite or Moabite shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord.
So this goes to show you that Ruth was not a Moabite as well. You understand me? When they say she's a Moabitess, then that means that she was from the plains of Moab. Like Captain Kadzai broke that down a couple of times. You understand me? We go into the archives and get to it. You understand me? But when they say Ruth was a Moabitess, that's just no different than saying that you're an American or you're an or even saying Jewish. It's no different. You know what I'm saying? Because she was from the plains of Moab, or even better, like Elijah, they say, what did they call Elijah? The Tishbite. You understand me? Or who else? Oh yeah, Uriah the Hittite. You understand me? Like people were called by where they stayed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you read into, like, when we start getting into, you know what I'm saying, 1st, 2nd Samuel, Kings and stuff, you're gonna start seeing a whole lot of different places that you like, dang, like, is these people still Israel? Like, no, they still Israel. It's just that they're being named after where they're from. Because it's no different than you saying, hey, that's Yakatazar from Belford and Scott. You understand me? Like, he's an Israelite, but he a Belford. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm an Israelite, but I'm from the Clover. Goddamn, SHALAM is an Israelite, but he from Mo City. Southwest Mo City, they leave same thing. Most side Christ, that's like it, man. I ain't trying to offend the brother. You know how these Mo City and Southwest, you know how that goes. No, it's like it. What you got, bro?
If I could too, sir. Also, it talks. We don't want no Moabites in the congregation either, due to incest.
Look here.
Retardation, sir.
Y'all know how the Moabite story, the Ammonite and Moabite story started. They got a rough start. It's bad work. Nasty work. Real nasty work. You know what I'm saying? They got a hold of some of that strong and put some nasty work on their pops. We ain't allowing that in our house. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's forbidden. It goes back to what I said about the last verse, that we got to keep the congregation clean. The Most High we are set apart people. We are holy people. So we got to be set apart from the nations. The nations do that. The nations allow anybody. That's why Christianity is a religion for the nations. It's a religion for America. It's a religion for, you know what I'm saying, the world. But Christ, what did Christ say? Said, go ahead, you Grom. I know you got to say. Huh? Love not the who?
The world.
Or what?
All nations not desire.
Well, now, love not the world or the things that are in the world. Paraphrase. Or the things that are in the world. Paraphrase. Like, we're not supposed to be of the world, love the world. We're not supposed to do like Christianity does and accept anybody and all people, man. We accept perfection here.
Right.
You understand me? We bring in people and we try them through the fire and create holiness out of people who were lost. You understand me? Who are the people who were not desired. You understand me? That's our mission here in I.S.U.P.K. That's what we do every day on these street corners. We try to wake our people up. We don't go out here, you know what I'm saying, stirring up strife in our people, causing them to shoot guns at us. We don't do that. We don't do that. We go out here and speak the truth and the spirit of the Lord, and the spirit of the Lord walks with us. And that's why we come back clean every day. You understand me? Because the Lord is with us in I.S.U.P.K. and the Commander YAHANNA.
Right.
So lucky for that. I just had to go ahead and put that plug right in real quick. Keep going.
Come. Even to the 10th generation shall they not enter into the congregation of the Lord forever.
So lucky. I'll say that one more time.
Come. Even to their 10th generation shall they not enter into the congregation of the Lord forever.
So this, like, what y'all gotta understand is when the Bible say stuff, like, okay, so you got Christians that read with Caucasian mind. You know what I'm saying? So when you read this with Caucasian mind, you're like, okay, all right, we're at the 9th generation. One more generation and we're good to go. Like, no, up to the 10th generation, that's just like a brother saying, man, look, even your grandkids can't come up in here. You understand me? Grandkids, like this. It's an arbitrary number. You can't if you're Ammonite or Moabite, you can't come into the congregation, period. That's what it says right here. I know in modern English, forever is one word, but here it says for and ever in 2 words. It's the same thing, same concept. Forever means forever. You understand me? So for it to say 10th generation and then forever, you understand me? It gives you the context to let you know, like, wait a minute, like, if it says forever, then forever is forever. You feel me? Like, it don't matter how many generations you got, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's forever. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just got to understand that we don't allow Ammonites or Moabites into the congregation. You understand me? Because that would water or muddy up our cleanliness. You understand me? Here in the Lord's congregation. Keep on.
Come on. Verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
Because they met you not with bread and with water in the way, when ye came forth out of Egypt, and because they hired against thee Balaam, the son of Beor, of Peothor, of Mesopotamia, to curse thee.
So not only is it going to give you a history of how they transgress you, but it also tells you, it connects the history of the Bible with secular history. You understand me? Like secular history, you've heard of, y'all went to social studies in middle school and high school, and they talked about, you know, the Fertile Crescent in Mesopotamia and all this type of things, and you heard all these things. You didn't even know that it was in the Bible, right? Like we've heard about Mississippi. Maybe some of y'all, I don't know. Some of y'all went to some schools that, you know what I'm saying, they don't give a damn about, you know what I'm saying, education. You know, we are in America. What you got, Kabal? Give him a mic, Baba Kashaw.
It's like it, sir. It seems like just like all the nations hate us today, it seems like they've been hating us since we left Egypt. Like, because the same thing with the Edomites happened when we was leaving Egypt, when they smote the most hind part of us, the sick and the elderly and the children. Right. So, and the same thing with Ammonite and Moabites. When we left Egypt in our time of calamity, they didn't give us no type of bread, no raiment, no water, no anything. They were just like, yeah, we're gonna expound on their oppression.
Look, that's no different than me and Dawada, Officer Dawada, we pulling up to the school 15, 20 minutes ago. We passing down Broadway and we see to our right Thai village. They got a whole village of segregated village within the hood, and they make sure that they're okay. You understand me? But they not giving out no bread, no water, they not feeding the poor. They taking the resources up out of the hood. They draining the hood because you know they own the stores over here too. I don't care if they got Isupk names or whatever names on them. They own the stores over here. They getting money out here somewhere. You understand me? And they taking that money and they putting it into and they're stealing the resources out of where we are. You understand me? It's no different. You understand me, Kabar? You right on. You understand me? Because they don't give us bread. They don't help us. They really don't give a damn about us. You understand me? And to be honest, America don't give a damn about us, and it proves it because just like we've been getting our butts handed to us, you understand me, throughout all this time that we've been here on earth, and then as soon as the Asians, the Ammonites or the Moabites get smashed on, they get a crime bill passed for them, and within a week or two, a week and a half. You understand me? Like that's almost linear to why the Most High won't let Ammonites and Moabites in here, because they receive the blessings of the world. You understand me? But they don't bless us as the Lord's people.
Right.
But they gonna find out, you know what I'm saying? And just like everybody else gonna find out, they gonna find out. Just like the Moabites of old found out too, they gonna find out. We're gonna get into that in about a couple of more books. You know what I'm saying? All these the Ammonites and the Moabites gonna fill us. You know, they gonna understand. You understand me? And just like how they understood back then, when in our old lives, they gonna understand now in our new lives. You understand me? Especially in I.S.U.P.K and the Commanders of YAHANNA, we're gonna make them understand. You understand?
Verse 5. Nevertheless, the Lord thy God would not hearken unto Balaam, but the Lord thy God turned the curse into a blessing unto thee, because the Lord thy God loved thee.
That goes to show you, like coming out of Egypt, you know, we did have our times where brothers and sisters was trying to, you know what I'm saying, wanted to be back where they wanted to be, or where they was. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, when Moses was had an iron fist on them, you know what I'm saying, and Aaron and the Levites had an iron fist on them, we stayed in line, you know what I'm saying, and that allowed, and this it haven't happened yet, obviously in the timeline yet, but soon you're gonna see that the children of all of these people ended up seeing the promised land. You feel me? Because the Lord loved us regardless. What that lets you know is that if we continue to keep doing what we need to do, whether we see the promised land or not, if we do what we need to do now, quite possibly even our children will get to see it, and that's good enough for me. Right. You feel me? If I don't get to see the promised land, as long as my children get to, you know what I'm saying, partake in the blessings of the Lord. You feel me? For my work, you understand me? That's why we got to keep our hands on the plow. You understand me? Because the Lord will come like a thief in the night. You understand me? And he gonna catch you slipping when you know what I'm saying, you should be doing your work. Right. You're gonna get caught lollygagging. You don't want to get caught lollygagging. Now when Christ come back, because a lollygagger's gonna get the blade. You understand me? You're gonna get blood on you. You're gonna be part of his vesture. You understand? If you understand what that means. Like we want the other nations to be the part of his vesture. You don't want to be a part of that. You don't want to be getting caught up in the collateral damage. Right. You did. Right. Keep on.
Okay.
Oh.
Come. Verse 6. Thou shalt not seek their peace nor their prosperity all thy days forever.
Wait, you want to bring that back on? Hold on. Yeah, keep going.
Verse 7. Thou shalt not abhor an Edomite, for he is thy brother.
Go back to 6.
Verse 6. Thou shalt not seek their peace nor their prosperity all thy days forever.
Read that one more time.
Thou shalt not seek their peace nor their prosperity all the days forever.
So you shouldn't be going to them for their peace. You shouldn't be looking to, like, you shouldn't be groveling to them. That's pretty much what the Lord's saying right now. You shouldn't be looking like, please, just like, bro, we are the top. We are the Lord's chosen people. We are the people that the Lord chose. We are the people that's supposed to be the ones that people come to us for peace. Right. Like I can't wait to, like, I just, man, look, I've been at the slave. I ain't been having nothing to do, so I've been just going back over the books of the Bible, and I went into Joshua and Judges and Ruth and 1st and 2nd Samuel and Kings, and I'm just listening to how the Lord, when He with us, you know what I'm saying? I mean, when the Lord with us, ain't nobody standing against us. Right. Nobody. So us knowing that history, because we're going to get into it. I know it's taking us a little bit to get through this Deuteronomy and stuff like that, getting through the rules. There's a lot of rules that we need to make sure that we understand. You understand? But if we stick with the Lord, do what the Lord say do, just like our forefathers, our fathers before us, you feel me? When the judges was around,
right?
Like, bro, the power that we're gonna have is infinite.
Right.
Like they're gonna be coming to us for peace and prosperity. But that's what the scriptures say. That's what the prophecy says. That's what in the end, that's what's gonna happen. The last shall be first. Right. You feel me? So like ultimately, we just gotta make sure that we're doing what we need to do. And we gotta make sure that we are teaching those under us to do the same thing. Like I was telling Dawudah again, Dawudah been at my house, man. You know, I love my brother. He gets to see my kids, you know what I'm saying? We heard some church song. I'm like, hey, my kids ain't never heard church music. Like that's the type of spirit that we gotta have on our children. They never heard church music. They don't know, like, they don't know what pork tastes like. They don't know. They don't know what shrimp tastes like. Right. To them, it tastes like boo-boo. Right. As far as they know, they eating some boo-boo when they eat it. They don't even know what all these other kids eating. They don't know. Right. Lord say the same, man. They'll never know. They'll never taste it. And that's how you make sure your kids make it to the promised land. That wasn't the spirit of those that were walking to the promised land. A lot of them, they was getting real antsy about being in the wilderness. They was getting real frustrated about being in the wilderness. We got to think about it like that, like how we are right here, right now. You feel me? Like we in hell right now. You feel me? We don't need to be getting all upset and letting depression, demons take over our minds and taking us off our mission. We don't need to be letting no demons take us off the mission, because them same demons took our fathers before us off the mission, and that's why they didn't get to see the promised land. Right. They didn't get to see it. You know what I'm saying? So we got to make sure that we stand on it. And you know what I'm saying? Worst case scenario, our kids gonna get to see it, and they gonna get to see it abundantly. Right. Worst case scenario. You feel me? Like at the very least, our kids gonna be kings. Go ahead.
I'm about to say, if I could, I want to add to what you said.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Read that one more time.
Come on, so verse 6. Thou shalt not seek their peace nor their prosperity.
Now read that one right there. First Esdras 8 and 85 right there.
Come. This is the book of First Esdras, chapter 8 and verse 85. Mm-hmm. Moreover, ye shall never seek to have peace with them.
Like what Spot saying, that go all the way down to our generation. How was that? Go ahead and read.
Come. That ye may be strong.
That ye may be what?
That ye may be strong.
That's what we teaching our kids right now is strength for them.
Right.
It's in opposition to what the popular society teaches.
Right.
And that's what makes us weak, because we seek peace with these other nations and accept their cultures and their ideologies and their religions. We become weak, man. Right. You understand? And that comes through what? Not only just being friends with them, but marrying into their nations too. You know what I mean? That's why the Lord don't want us to marry into their nations, because then we're going to become weak. We're going to start speaking Spanish and English and French and forget the La Chuan Kodash.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like, we teaching our kids the La Chuan Kodash. What is food? You know what I mean? What is not food? What is truth music? You know what I mean? What is good music for the Lord to hear? You know what I mean? What's a song you should sing? And that's what he's bringing out right now, because those things are going to make them strong. Right. Go ahead and read.
Come. And eat the good things of the land.
Go ahead.
And that ye may leave the inheritance of the land. Leave the inheritance.
Leave the what?
The inheritance.
Because that's what it's all about, man.
Right.
We leaving something for our children, man. If we marry these other nations, guess what we obtain goes to. If we marry into these other nations, we seek their peace, we join with them, where does our inheritance go to? What we have, where does it go?
Right.
Where does it go? I'm asking the question. Go ahead. To their children, man. That's where it goes to, because we don't own it. It's theirs. What we making Hollywood ain't ours. What we making the NBA ain't ours.
Right.
That ain't ours, because we working for them. We working for them. What do we can't pass down? We're gonna pass down money. We're gonna pass down, some greenbacks. You know what I mean? That ain't nothing. But like when we get to rule the land and be able to rule these other nations, then that's something that's valuable.
That's right.
The land is valuable.
Right.
You know what I mean? People are valuable. Because when the Lord said we're going to inherit our enemies, that's something to pass down to your children.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's a good inheritance. You know what I mean? I'm going to pass down the oppressor to my children.
Right.
So again, you know what I mean? Like we not seeking a peace is all because, like Shapa said, we was made to rule the earth.
Right.
You understand? So Salaki, I just wanted to bring that up.
Get that brother a hand. That's a heavy point. You understand me? Like when we start going through the Bible, you're gonna see a lot of everything that the Bible is about inheritance and what you pass along to the generation, to the next generation, and the next generation. We got to make sure that we can not only keep what we have, but build on what we have and pass it along to our children, so that it is not defiled by those around us. And America allow us to defile our own inheritance. They'll make it seem sweet. They do it right now in the hoods. You understand me? They called me the other day. They texted me on the phone. They asked me. I think I still got the text, man. I'm gonna pull it up real quick, man. So lock it, because it go exactly with what we talking about. I gotta pull this up.
Now they'll for sure have you throw away your culture, the things that make you special. Like it ain't, you know what I mean? Like it ain't nothing, and then they'll do what they do. They'll turn around and pick it up themselves.
If I could, they see me, they say, "Hi, good morning. Is this Doris?" That's my grandmother's name. My grandmother got a house in Cloverland, right? Who is this? My name is Crystal, and I'm interested in purchasing such and such and such Fair Green Lane. Are you looking to sell? Like this is what this is the American way.
Right.
They doing that to a lot of our people right now. You know what I'm saying? Me trying to sweep the land up under them, trying to sweep their property. They're like, that's exactly what we talking about. Their inheritance. Mm-hmm. My grandmother don't got nothing but the house. Right. She don't have nothing to pass along, but the house. You understand me? Now they come over here with a sweet song at the right time. Excuse me, the right words at the wrong time. Shoot, or the wrong words at the right time. However you want to see it. Yeah. You understand me? And shoot, they might be able to entice my grandmother. Right. You understand me? Because why my grandmother ain't in the truth. She is of the world. So this is just like, you understand me? Like, this is what happens when you're of the world. You feel me? The world can entice you to be of the world. You feel me? Can keep you in the world, and then your inheritance goes to the world. And it don't stay in the nation. We got to make sure that we keeping everything in-house. Just like Thai Village right there down the street. You understand me? They take their money, they go out there, they take the money from America and bring it to Thai Village. And that's why they got a church in the middle. I didn't even see that church in the middle. He just showed it. I didn't even know it was a church in the middle of a Thai Village. I passed by there 100 times, 1,000 times, and I never seen that they done built a building in the middle of it as a church. You feel me? Like they building buildings in the middle of an old beat up apartment complex. What you got?
So like you said, they do the same thing all over the country. Because in San Antonio, they have the same thing. It's in the middle of the black community, but it's an actual like Buddhist temple that's there, and all the stores around the walls are like Korean stores and Chinese stores with Chinese writing on it.
Right.
But then in the middle of that, they have a Buddhist temple that's gated. You know what I mean? A gated, like a little gated community that nobody can get in there unless it's like on Sundays or something. I passed by there on Sundays and it was full of Asian people.
Right. And that's what they do. And I'm sure they sell enough shrimp and fried rice and egg rolls enough to and what else niggas like?
Oh yeah,
chicken wings and they sell enough of that to where they keep their bills paid. Right. They build it right in the middle of the hood and sell chicken wings for $20 for 6 wings and some fries and a roll from Kroger. You feel me? Like, that's how they do it. Meanwhile, we can't even, you know what I'm saying? We want to buy from each other. You feel me? And, oh man, can I get the discount? You know what I'm saying? I mean, we hate buying from one another, right? But we'll spend that $25 for 5 wings from the Chinaman, from Moab, Ammon. You understand me? For a little bit of soy sauce on some steak. We can go to the Benjamin spots and get oxtails that you would never ever have tasted on earth anything sweeter. Right. With the rice and peas and the cocoa bread. Say it again. You gotta say it twice. Cocoa bread. You gotta say it twice. It's so damn nice. You ain't gonna get that from Moab. Right. Moab ain't selling cocoa bread, man. They ain't selling the beef patties. Right. Homemade beef patties. Hand pressed. Right. In the morning. Golden crust. What you got? Give him a mic because he far away. Like, you know, you ain't getting that. Like, I don't care. Ain't no matter of soy sauce gonna take me away from them oxtails that the Benjamites can make.
Not that curry goat.
That curry goat, the curry. Don't talk about the curry. Elam think they got a foothold on the curry. Psych. See ya. Yeah. Right. They don't know how to get the smell. Yeah, they don't. Look, and that's the worst part about it. They don't, bro. They mess with curry all day. Don't know how to get the curry stink off of them. Man, hey, look. Like, down. The brother about to say go ahead, your girl.
If I may, most Chinese food is actually unlawful because of the oil that they use. They use something called like oyster sauce. You know what I'm saying? To enhance the flavor of their food.
Yeah, man. They come and sell that right in our neighborhoods. so we can eat it, so we can be, so we don't have to receive our inheritance, so we can stay beneath everybody else. They know what they're doing, man. Listen, when I moved to San Antonio, we moved into this apartment complex. It was like, like this affordable housing thing. We trying to get on our feet. We just moved to the city. Come to find out, it's a new apartment, all Elon moving in there.
Damn.
And it's in the medical center. You know what I mean? You can Kabar know it's in the medical center. So all of them is like, going into the medical field. They doctors, lawyers, nurses, all that, living in affordable housing, coming in there, you know what I mean? And all their family from all their villages all over, from wherever they come from. And I'm telling you, man, besides them taking advantage of the system, these people smell like straight onions.
Stinking up
there,
the place.
Man. I'm talking about all day it smell like onions in their apartment. And they running through the parking lot like we in a real village out there.
Right.
Real village. Kids, you can't even drive around there because they running in the street, running around the place. Kids, no guardians, no nothing. I'm like, man, these people out here, man.
They make it in Bollywood.
Yeah, Bollywood out there, man. For sure, man.
What you got, Kabal?
And everybody around there that's homeless and that's like low that's low state, they're Hispanic and black. But everybody else that's getting in those housing apartments, those are like the East Indians and the Arabs and that's them.
America hates blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right.
You're gonna see it. All you gotta do is just live in the hood for just a week. Right. Just walk around the hood. Y'all live in the hood right now, just walk around and just actually look. Right. Actually look what's happening to your people in your hood.
Right.
They moving in they gentrifying all the hoods right now in Houston, Texas, right now.
Just
5th Ward, 3rd Ward, Sunnyside, Hiram Clark, 4th Ward, damn 4th and 6th Ward, damn near extinct. 2nd Ward, shit. Look, Emancipation, shoot, like McGowan used to be drug alley. Right. Now it's Bel Air. Half of McGowan is Bel Air, half of it is drug infested. You feel me? Like, they hate black people. Instead of just trying to clean up the hood and try to get the drugs out the hood, they get all the niggas out the hood. Right. And then build on top of our foundation. What you got?
And if I could, sir, what's most disgusting about the whole matter is that not only do they hate you, not only do they build up affordable housing so other heathens can move in, but brother, guess who pays the affordable housing? The taxpayers. You see what I'm saying? And guess who pays a higher percentage in taxes? The poor.
Good night. Good night.
This is what Isupk was saying initially is important, man. That when we own stuff, we have our own. We got to keep it to ourselves, man.
Right.
We got to keep it to ourselves, man. It ain't just about the land and the house. It's about our culture, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's about our everything, man. The Lord gave us that was special because, if we don't learn from these other nations, then we'll keep joining with them and they'll take everything that we got, man.
Right.
They'll take it all and keep it to themselves, man.
Right, man. Keep on.
Great.
Great.
Get back to the scripture, Bible, Michelle.
Verse 7.
Uh-huh.
Thou shalt not abhor an Edomite, for he is thy brother. Thou shalt not abhor an Egyptian, because thou was a stranger in his land.
Any of y'all brothers know what abhor means? You grown? Well, hold on. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Before, but nah. Let me get a yellow one real quick. Give it to a yellow one.
It's like, so you said abhor,
What does that mean?
hate, or dislike, have a severe dislike.
Hold on. Give it to Mabatazar. You grum. You a smart man, man. You can't answer all the questions in the class. Right. I love you to death.
It means to misuse or abuse.
That's more of the spirit. I'm looking for a particular word that's gonna bring it all the way home.
It wouldn't be mistreat.
You right there. You. What's your rank, ball? Give it to Kabal. You know I'm coming to you last, Sean Posh. I ain't gonna give it to you next.
To treat with hate or treat abominably.
There it is. Take the hate out. To treat abominably. That's what it is. To treat like an abomination. So just so you know, it like abhor in modern English, they'll equate it to hate. But abhor in biblical, in the biblical definition for abhor would mean to treat abominably, which basically means to, you know what I'm saying, treat them like what you got? You want to answer?
Like they treated us.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Hey. Like they treated us. Hey, that's perfect. That's a perfect way to explain it. You understand me? See, you know, when Christ come back, a lot of things is gonna happen. They gonna get, well, what they say, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must kill with the sword. You understand me? That's when Christ comes back. You feel me? Until then, we just need to make sure that we treating them not like Christ is already back. We don't got to do that. You understand me? Don't be like some of these fake Israelites that think that Christ already back, and now, you know what I'm saying, they doing things that can lead them to be not a resource to their people. You understand me? Like, imagine having a million zeal for the Lord, but then you treating Edomite abominably, like the scriptures say not to do, and then you end up in jail. Now you end up dead. Now you can't help nobody with all of that zeal that you got. You can't pass along the zeal, nothing. You can't teach people to have that same type of zeal, nothing. You're worthless. You feel me? We got to make sure that we following the laws, and as far as treating them abominably, it means that's doing what they did to us. We don't have to go out here and bug break white people. We don't have to go out here and feed their babies to alligators. Right. Castrate them, burn their genitals. You understand me? We don't have to do that.
They might like it. The Hamites already cut.
Yeah, they are. Look. We don't have to, and it goes back to the scripture saying that the vengeance is the Lord's. It's allow the Lord to take the vengeance for us. Let's just make sure that we're doing everything that put our people in the mind state, the spirit, the heart of the Lord. You understand me? So that all our people be in the same, and none of our people get caught up in the calamity that's going to happen to them.
If I could, that's why he said I sent for fishers. You know what I mean? The time gonna come, like Shapar said, where you gonna have us be hunters. But right now we just fishers. You know what I mean? So our objective ain't to get vengeance against the white man or any of these nations. Our objective is, like he said, to gather the lost sheep. You know what I mean? The house of Israel, go out and fish our brothers out the world. Right. You know what I mean? So they don't take part in the destruction that's coming when Christ come back, man. Right.
We gotta make this clear, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we teach a lot about how hell is, and you know how much of a oppressor this devil is to us. Right. We just gotta make sure that we maintain our discipline. That's what we teach in the I.S.U.P.K. We teach discipline. That's what the Lord wanted us to have, discipline. That's why he put laws like this into the scriptures. Right. It's to teach discipline to the people. Right. You understand me? And discipline is just because that devil may have hung, or may be the descendant of people who hang people, or even just because that devil did such and such or whatever, you feel me? That doesn't mean that we go out and create mobs and do abominably how they did. Let's maintain our discipline. You understand me? We had a good lesson about how brothers and sisters not maintaining their discipline happens in-house, right, not too long ago. You feel me? With the brother and the sister at the chicken shack in Chicago. Discipline is a strong thing to have. It takes strength to have discipline. Right. It absolutely, a weak man doesn't have discipline. That's what makes him weak. We teach strength here in the I.S.U.P.K. And by us teaching strength, and by you being here in the I.S.U.P.K. learning strength, then you must learn to keep strength. And that goes for everything from abhorring an Edomite to saying no to that blunt that the brother's trying to pass to you, or the cigarette that person might offer you while you got off of work on a hard day and you just need something to get the sweat off your back real quick. You just need something. That cigarette that's gonna take you back into the hell that you tried to come out of, that you came in here to get out of. You understand me? That's what discipline does. What you got?
Real quick, sir. It also shows to prove the point that we're just the ones that are fit to rule the earth. You understand that we're better people than everybody.
Right.
That when we're on top, we won't be disgusting. You understand? And that's why the earth will rejoice when we rule over them. So you know what I'm saying? So all the Most High is trying to prove is that and for us to show so that when the people look upon us, see our men in order with discipline, see our wives in order and submissive, and our children, you know what I'm saying, in order, brother, they'll look and be like, good night. Surely these are a wise and understanding people. Salaki, sir.
Most High Christ. I will clap for that. You got some more? You done? Okay, Imagine. What time is it? Oh, yeah, we still got some time. Let's get it. You gotta grab that horn for me, Bob. Go ahead, get it in. Somebody. We need somebody.
Somebody come up.
Rita, come on. Come on, man. There we go.
Hold on, you got the swords or the staffs or something?
Shit be over there.
Yakabah, Banya Hauda, Banya Shala.
Yakabah, Banya Hauda, Banya Shala.
Yahweh Shem Yah Shakatah.
Yahweh Shem Yah Shakatah.
One more blast. One more blast. Oh, one blast.
La Shala.
La Shala. All right, Yeshabium. This needs to sit. Oh, that was. Stop a second. Right, go ahead. Got it? Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23, verse 8 in the Hebrew. Banayim, Ashar, Wa, Yawa, Labua,
Yawaladwa.
Yawalabo,
Yawaladwa.
Yawaladwa, Laham, the war, Shalayash, yeah, Shalayashwa,
Yeah. Shalayashya.
Shalayashya, Shalayashya, Waba'a,
Yaba'a.
Slakia, Yaba'a, Laham, Bakohal, Yahweh, Kaya,
Verse 9.
Slakia, verse 9, Kaya, Bataza, Makwa, Maka, Nam,
Makana.
Makana. Al.
I.S.U.P.K.
Wanash Maratha. Wanasha Martha. McCall. The bar. Ra'i.
Right.
Verse 10. Kaya. Ya. Baka. Ayash.
Mm-hmm.
Ashar. La'a. Ya. Ta. Hawar.
Mm-hmm.
Makwarai. Laya. La'a. Layala. Waya. Taza'a. Al. All. Makar. Wataza. Makawataza. Lamak. Naya. La'a. Yaba'a. Al. All. Thawak. Hamak. Naya. Hamak. Naya. Naya. Hamak. Naya. Hamak. Naya. Hamak. Kana. Verse 11. Wahaya. The pa. Napanawath. Irab. Yar. Yarak. Yarakataza. Bamayim. Wak. Bawa. Wakba'a. Wakaba. Hashamash. Waba'a. Yaba. All. The walk. Hamakna. Hamakana. Verse 12. Wayad. Thahaya. Makal. It's like it. Makawataza. Lama kana. Waya taza'ath. Shema ka yataza. Kawataza. Verse 13. Waya thad. Ha yaha. Slakia. Thaha ya. Thahaya. Laka'a. Slakia. Laka. Al. Alza. Naka. Wa haya. Bafka. Bashabafka. Ka wataza. Kawataza. Hak. It's like a walk. Wa ka Tha.
Wakapartha.
Wakaparatha. Ba'a. Wash Batha.
Washabath.
Washabatha. Waka Sayath.
Wakasaya.
Wakasaya. Atha. Taza Afka. Verse 14. Kaya. Yahweh. Alahayaka. Moth. The. Mathayalak.
Mathahalak.
Mathahalak. Bakarab. Makanaka.
Machana.
Makanak. Makanak. Lahataza Yalak.
Maha.
Taza Yalaka.
Tazayalka.
Taza Yalka. Lahataza Yalka.
Laha Tazayalka.
Lahataza Yalka. Wa Thatha. Latha. Latha. Ayab Yaka. Ayab Yaka. Lapan. Lapanayaka. Lapanayaka. Waha. Yaha. Wahaya. Wahaya. Maka. Makana. Yaka. Par. Pa. Yeah. Pa. Qua. Quabath. No, it's like it. Quada. Yish. Yush. Quadawash. Quadawash.
It's like Kodash.
Kodash. Kodash. Kodash. Wala'a. Ya'ar. Aya. Baka. I. Wath. Irawath. Dabar. I.S.U.P.K. Washab. Ma'akaryaka. Verse 15. La'a. The Shagarya. It's like the Shagar. The Shagarya. It's like the Shagar. The Shagar. Yeah, the Shagar. The Shagar.
The Saga Yar.
The Saga Yar. The Saga Yar. Ibad. Isle. It's like it all. Adanayal. Ashar. Yanatazal. Alahai. Yanatazal. Alayaka. All yaka. Ma'ai. Ma'ain. Adanawa.
Adanayawa.
Adanawa.
Adanayawa.
Adanayawa. What verse you started? I started at 8, 15.
Yeah, go about 2 more.
This verse 16. Imka. Washabah. Yeah, Yeshabah. Yeshab. Bakwar. Baka. Bakwarabka. Bakwarabka. Bamakwam. Mama Kawam. Ashar. Yadak. Yadakar. Yabakar. Ba'ak, Ba'akai, Sha'irika, Sha'irika, Sha'ayaka, Basawab, it's like it, Batawab, La'a, Lawa, La'a, Thawa, Nanawa, Tawananawa, Tawananawa, La'a, Tha, Haya, Basha, Kwabasha, Kwadasha, Kwadasha, Kwadasha,
That's quite a shot.
Kwadasha,
It's crazy.
Mabar, it's like a mob,
But what?
Maban,
But not
Nawa,
excuse me.
Mabanawa,
Mabanawa.
Mabanawa,
Tripping.
Yashala,
Daughters, sisters.
Wala'a, Yaya, Kodash, Mabanya, Yashala.
There it is. English.
In the English. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23, verse 8 in the English. The children that are begotten of them shall enter into the congregation of the Lord in their third generation.
Yeah, so this is just another proof of how clean that the Lord wanted the congregation to be. You got to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to keep our congregation clean. That's why we go through the 90 days. That's why we have the protocols that we have in the I.S.U.P.K, because we got to make sure that we could try everybody's spirit, make sure that everybody that's coming into the house of the Lord is worthy of the house of the Lord and the truth. You understand me? No different than the Lord giving all these different protocols, and this, you could just look at this as like Shamar protocols. Like that's kind of the spirit of like if you gotta, when you look at the laws and you kind of read them, like first off you gotta look at laws no different than the laws that are in America.
Right.
In like when you kind of trying to what's the word I'm looking for? Reconcile how the laws mean to you mentally. Just think about it like how the laws are in America. Like you got some laws that say don't kill people. Then you got some laws that say drive 30 miles an hour in a school zone. You understand me? You got I ain't gonna even go there because there ain't even a law no more. Look, doesn't look. So the point I'm trying to make is that you got some laws that's to stop people from killing each other, and then you got some laws that's to stop people from dying. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like so like laws have different application. That's a better way of putting it. Application. So in this particular instance, we talking about these laws are particularly based on how we're gonna keep the congregation of the Lord a certain way, a certain demeanor, a certain spirit, a certain people. You understand me? And by it being a certain people, by us being all family, because by us putting all these restrictions on who can and who can't come in here, then that makes it to where we're all family in here. Then that means that when we go to our barbecue, we don't have to worry about anybody shooting the barbecue up. Right. You understand me? That means that when we go to our when we come to the school, we don't got to worry about a white man coming in here to pray with us and pulling out a AR-15 in the middle of everybody having their eyes closed doing a prayer. Dylan Ruth, right? And asking for Burger King afterwards. What you got, sir? Yeah, go ahead.
This law is so important because there are heathens who trying their best to get in here.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Like they want to come in and be productive Israelites. You know what I'm saying? But these laws keep them away. So
right.
Like,
Nah, and look, and what's heavy about that, Baba Gashah, if I could, that's what they're like. Not only is it like, because the way Officer Gabawa put it, you know, Officer Gabawa is a brother of he's a brother, the brother of brothers. You understand me? He's one of the most magnificent brothers that I have. Not to take any light away from any other brothers. I love y'all too. That nigga's a brother. But what them niggas really trying to do is they trying to COINTELPRO us.
Right.
They trying to infiltrate. You understand? That's really what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? They trying to act like they are productive citizens so that they can get into our inner workings and then funnel their way to the top, and now they can start bringing in, you know what I'm saying, Opie and Cleaver and Beaver. Damn. You want to bring them in? It might be a little bit too old for some of y'all, so like a little bit over some of y'all. So like, who's somebody? Hannah Montana. I know what that is, huh? You're trying to bring Hannah Montana into the congregation. Like, no. So Hannah Montana can have bring sin into the Lord's house, because that's what's gonna happen. That's the whole, like, it's not just to protect us. It ain't about color. Don't get me wrong. Like, I know it sounds like it, but it ain't what it's about. It ain't about complexion. Right. You see me up here, I'm light skinned. Right. See my brothers up here, they killing me with the melanin. I love them to death. This is not a melanin congregation. We don't. Our doctrine is not based on melanin. Our doctrine is based on bloodline. Right. Israel. You understand? That being said, Edomites, stay your ass outside. Yeah. Don't even look. Like we got some hardcore brothers in here, man. They don't even want to let the Edomite plumber up in here. We gotta get the toilets fixed. Like we gotta go hire a new plumber. Cause we don't want the Edomites touching our toilets where the sisters sit on. Like that, like we got it's hardcore in here. You understand me? I love my brothers to death, and we keep it hardcore. We need it hardcore, just like the scriptures kept it. The scriptures kept it hardcore because we wanted to keep our congregation clean. Wanted to keep our congregation exclusive, like the exclusive parties that they had out there in Miami, and you know what I'm saying? They kind of in Houston, but you know, in some of these high class, some of these big party cities, they got these exclusive parties where you can't even come in if you're not looking a certain way. If you don't got a certain spirit on you. Right. You understand me? If you don't know the right people, if you ain't a part of the crowd, if you're not a part of the in crowd, just think of it like that here. You understand me? If you're not a part of the bloodline, the crowd, the people, our people, the gente, you understand me? The carnales. You understand me? If you ain't a part of the niggas, it's the nigga camp. You understand me? The nigga school who worship the nigga God. Right. If you ain't a part of that, you can't come in here. Opie, Mr. Pale mayonnaise man, Ned Flanders. Ned Flanders, get that brother Rum. Hey, that's somebody everybody knows. Ned Flanders. No Oakley Dokleys in here. God damn it. Only look, Salaki. I ain't gonna get too much into it. Keep going, bro. Salaki. Mm-hmm.
Verse 9. When the host goeth forth against thine enemies, then keep thee from every wicked thing.
Read that one more time.
When the host goeth forth against thine enemies, then keep thee from every wicked thing.
What's the host?
Young man up front right here.
Army.
Trooper.
So like
you gotta go ahead and say the answer.
Army.
That's right.
Just so y'all know what host is. So read it again using that word.
When the army goeth forth against thine enemy, then keep thee from every wicked thing.
So what does the I.S.U.P.K call ourselves? I know I just gave it to you, Trooper. Let me get a copy of y'all. Give him a mic, Baba Kasha.
The army of the Lord.
The army of the Lord. Get that brother a hand. That being said, this is why it's so important for us to not be evil in this house, to not bring evil in this house. This is why it's important to be clean the day before camp. I know y'all brothers love y'all sisters. Love my sisters. Y'all love my sisters. You know what I'm saying? We don't want no evil to befall us while we out doing the work of the Lord or while we out at battle against our enemies. We don't want evil to come upon us because the Lord sense evil within us and be like, you know what? I'm not gonna cover them because of that evil thing that one brother done. So out of brotherhood, make sure that you don't do an evil thing so that we don't so evil doesn't come or and take us over while we're going to war against our enemies. Right. We just seen a preview of the purple people, purple folk. They just said yesterday that one of their brothers, while they was out doing the work of the Lord, like they said, you know what I'm saying? It is not really the work of the Lord. That's why I said it that way. I had to kind of goofy it up because that's not really what they're doing. Sarcasm. I had to use sarcasm. Had to, because that's not really what they're doing. And that's why when they went out, since they are evil, evil came upon them.
If I could. It's crazy because, like, the way they make it like it's a badge of honor when in the Bible, the people that said they came in the name of Christ, the demons jumped on them.
Right.
And overtook them.
Right.
And these brothers is going out and getting jumped on and overtaken.
Right.
So it should be a clear sign that y'all do not come into the same come under the same Christ that Paul teaches. You know what I mean? Like y'all teaching a different Christ over there.
Right.
That's a whole different army over there. That's not the army of the Lord over there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because the demons don't do us like that. Go ahead.
Okay. That's another police station.
Good night. Good night.
Police station, man.
They real officers. They call themselves out. They're real officers. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Like, like the times of Joshua. When they going out to war, and what happened to them when they went out to war? That one time where they went to go fight them Amalekites. What happened? Y'all remember what happened? I remember. It's fresh on my mind, boy. Shout out to them digital Bibles.
The vestures.
Yeah, no, they took a lot of stuff. They took the
picture.
Who was that? Who was that? That was Joshua came out. I believe, he came out and he heard some neighing and he heard all these sounds. No, you know what that was? I think that was Saul. Was that Saul? That was Saul. Salakia. I had it mixed up. Salakia. That was Saul. When when Nathan the prophet came out and he was like, what's all this? What's this I'm hearing? Like y'all just went and fought the Amalekites, right? What's this I'm hearing? Like oh, this the sheep. We beat the spit out them boys, but we kept the sheep because we gonna give it to the Lord. That's what we gonna do. We gonna do this for the Lord, for Jesus. Gotta do this for sexy Jesus. You understand me? Like when you don't follow what the Lord says to do, which is His commands, you know what I'm saying? The Lord says to kill everything from the and destroy everything in the Amalekites, from the old man to the young man to the babies to the old dogs to the young calves. Everything's supposed to be destroyed. And they thought to themselves, you know what? I'm gonna bring this for the Lord. And what happened to them? They got cursed for that. You know what I'm saying? Saul had to pay for that. Even the time with Joshua, that was when he was trying to hide them hide the vestures up under his tent. That was another time. I mixed two of my stories together, but
same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
You feel me? He hid the investors up in silver. It was more than it was more than just investors. He had more than garments in there. Just think about you go pillage a village. You feel me? In the name of the Lord against your enemies, and you see that boy got what they wearing nowadays? Nah, what they wearing? What's some of that stuff the young kids wearing?
Somebody like some skinny jeans or some shit like
that. Nah, not skinny jeans, because that's something that nigga. What you got, Cabal? What?
And a Miri jacket.
A Miri jacket.
This nigga here.
He found a Miri jacket in that brother closet. He's like, she. It's a Miri jacket looking. Like, put it on right quick while after you pillage the house, you put the jacket on in the mirror real quick, see how it look right quick. Try to picture yourself in the club
with the Cuban links too.
You know what I'm saying? With the link, yeah. Got the hell. Let me take this nigga chains off the. Oh, this boy shining. Oh, you shining, huh?
Hold on to this.
Oh, you shining, huh? The Lord cursed them. In that instance, the Lord cursed the whole camp. They was trying to figure out why they losing wars. Losing men, people dying. You know why people dying? You know why people getting shot up? You know why you know why you inflicting all this evil? Because you have evil amongst you. That's right. Let that be a lesson. Let that be a lesson to any fake Israelite group that so-called call themselves doing the work of the Lord and don't know why evil comes upon them. It's because you're evil. It's because you open your house to evil. Because you're led by evil. And that's why the Lord ain't with you. It ain't because the disciples got killed for speaking the words of Christ. That ain't why. That ain't why. You understand me? I seen a video just last night. Brother running to he hear a couple of shots rang out during the count. They videotaping count. Hear a couple of shots rang out. They still hate black people. Y'all stupid black people, black niggas. You know, that's how they teach. You black people, you dirty blacks. Doing bad, you bad guys. You're such bad guys. The Lord hates you, bad guys. You know, whatever. I'll never. Yeah, niggers, blacks and stupid blacks, and you're doing bad. The Lord hates you. I've never watched the I.U.P.K tape. I don't know what they teach. Excuse me, the purple people tapes. I don't know what they teach. You know, but that's what it sounds like to me. That's what it comes off as. All of a sudden, hear it in the background. They still niggers hate niggers, and all of a sudden, a brother with a purple shirt on with some fringes just flailing in the air. He run. They got me, Lord. You know what I'm saying? They got me. Got shot. This happened.
We're gonna raise that boy up.
Yeah, they had him on the show yesterday. It was like, here he is. Give him a hand. Give him a hand. Here he is. The brother was like, man, how'd that make you feel? Shit, I'm gonna keep working. He had his head. I was just keep working, man. The brother, they got zeal, but not according to knowledge. Not according to knowledge, brother. It's not what you got, Ayala. I know you got something to say, so give him the mic, Baba Kashad.
It's like I don't mean to bring the attention to that, but I didn't get to catch the recap of what happened or the breakdown of what went on. So could you please,
recently those brothers was out doing what they so-called say themselves doing. And evil came and met them where they was at. You understand me? I'm saying evil man. The recent incident, a brother got shot 6 or 7 times.
Right. In
Kansas City, right. Mind you. The same Kansas City, exact same Kansas City.
Same street,
same street.
A little bit up the block. Boy got shot up, and then we turn around and we we looking at it, we watching the all of the news transpire, and then while we watching that transpire, so many other videos coming up of them getting shot at camp. So generals brought it out on the America on Fire. you know, all they shootings and stuff like that, and all of the evils, like he was just bringing out that they got going on in their camp. You know, the sister was on there. Then they turned around the back door on Friday and came on the air and was just, you know, glorifying the shit, glorifying them getting shot at. Like, yeah, hey, play some more videos of us getting shot at. Hey, play the one from Ghana.
From Ghana, they got a video. They gotta get video in Africa.
Let me get the purple UC Ghana. Let me get that. Let me show them that. Yeah. He right here. He right here. Look, show him bullet wound. Like, you know what I mean? Like they use that as to say like the Lord is really with them because, like Christ said, if they hated me, they hated you. They hate me first. So the disciples was crucified. So we getting crucified. But listen, the Bible also says that the evil spirits jumped on those men that came in the name of Christ that wasn't with Christ. You understand? So, you know, no matter how they try to put it, man, you know, they off. You know what I mean? They off for sure.
What you got, copy of?
Like, so I was gonna say they're doing the exact same thing that the Christian church does, because you know how Christian church they like. Whenever something happens to him, they be like, "Oh, by the grace of God, by the grace of God,
by the grace of God, he's still alive, he's still breathing." Yes, Lord. The Lord, look. He in the hospital bed. They talking to him from the hospital bed. He's like, "I'm gonna be right back out there. I'm gonna do." I'm like, bro, like maybe you need to be in a different place. Right? Come on, like maybe the Lord trying to tell you something.
I was just bringing that out, man.
Like, is the Lord not in control of these things?
Right.
Does not evil happen that the Lord don't know what happening? Like, come on now, like, like, let's be smart about it.
Sworn said, "No weapon formed against me shall prosper."
The weapons prospering. There's a lot of prospering.
A lot of
prosperity. Hella prosperity. Good night. And I like go get the mic to Officer Gabawal real quick, Baba Kasha. One thing before you speak, like they had videos of them being in Ghana, and is no different than the video they had of them in I don't know what city they were, but they was by that Christian church. They go into these Christian churches and they trying to cause ruckus in front of these churches, and them church folks getting dead on they tail. They find them up. You know, understand me? Like, I can't remember reading a story where Christ and the disciples got beat up in front of the church by the Pharisees. got beat up. Good night. What you got, sir?
We be put in those same situations, but it's the spirit of the message what people, you know what I'm saying, draw to or they run from. You understand? Like they go out there and they divide themselves from the people.
Right.
And the people can tell if you real or are you Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? And those niggas are Hollywood. And that's why they get the reaction that they get from me. They've been getting shot since we came to the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like these niggas been shot every year. Somebody gets shot at. You know what I'm saying? And it just so happened the nigga got shot hit 6 times.
Yeah.
Then they probably on FaceTime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like,
nah, that's a heavy point. Like here in the I.S.U.P.K, we are our people. So that's why you don't hear us teaching, you know, nigga, you bad niggers, you know, fuck Trey. Who the hell cares about it? Should have listened to the white, you know, like just think of the spirit of what's coming out their mouth. You gotta not only gotta think about the spirit in a sense to you know, kind of laugh at their calamity, because you know it is what it is. You understand me? But also understand the difference between the I.S.U.P.K and the IUIC. Just look at us. Look at your brothers and your sisters. Brothers and sisters, and how we treat other brothers and sisters out in the world. Period. How we go out. You know, they got a whole breakdown of why they don't feed the poor.
It's crazy.
They got a breakdown on why they don't feed the poor. And here at I.S.U.P.K, we feed the poor 3 days out the week minimum in one place. Now, if we talking about everywhere, shit, we feeding people every day. It's enough food going out of the I.S.U.P.K to the mouth of the poor to shoot, man. Like we putting a dent in some of this pain that our people going through for sure. You understand me? And again, a man can't live on bread alone. We understand. You understand me? That's why we out here trying to give them the food of the spirit, the fruit of the spirit as well. You feel me? And not just the bread. You feel me? We out here teaching how you can be a better person and not trying to make a person feel like they're the scum of the earth when they're supposed to be feeling like they're the rulers of the earth. You feel me? Like we just got finished reading. I just got finished breaking down how we supposed to be the people on top. How you gonna teach that to a person when you're telling them that they're trash? Right. How is a person supposed to take you seriously? How is a person not gonna want to pull their gun out and shoot you? Right. Like
all your life you've been hearing the same thing that they telling you.
Right.
That you ain't this, you a nigga, you ain't nothing but a stinking nigga, and this, that, and the third, and you got a warrant, I'm throwing you in jail. Like we've been hearing that all our life. So how is we now coming to the truth, and this be the truth all my life?
Right.
That's crazy.
How'd I come here?
That's crazy. In the Bible, it behooved Christ to be made like his brothers.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like all of the things that we going through,
right.
You understand? Not just talking about the hate, we're talking about having warrants and being in jail and all that, bro. Like, you know what I mean? We would have seen Christ, we would have, you know what I mean? We'd have welcomed him in, you know what I mean? We'd have welcomed him in, hey bro, come on, get some food. You know what I mean? He'd have been able to chill with us. But you go in there, they're gonna have to turn you in first. You know what I mean? They gotta turn you in, you gotta serve your time and all that, you know, for what? You know what I mean? Like, you know,
just imagine that. Just imagine Christ had a warrant, and if Christ was here today with that warrant, and he walked into a IUIC building, and they knew he had a warrant, they turned him in. They turned him in. Feel me? These brothers told that one sister, that's our sister now, thank the Most High that she's, you know what I'm saying, came to the truth. Told that sister that she had to leave her husband because he was in jail. Like that, when I heard that, bro, like that made me feel like these people are a piece of garbages. They're the pieces of garbage. Like, think about how you, like, maybe none of y'all have been. Prison is a totally different thing than jail, but even jail, being in jail make you feel isolated, make you feel like you're alone. You understand me? Now imagine being in prison, which is the next step up in incarceration, a further step of hell, a further step of oppressing. You feel me? They got a video of one brother, I seen it a couple of days ago on TikTok or something like that. The brother saying that he know that being in prison is slavery because he picked cotton for real. Right. Yeah. He picked cotton for real in Beaumont. In Beaumont. Brother Mabat's all from Beaumont. Right down the street from his house. They picking cotton in the cotton fields. You understand me? Now imagine you out here picking cotton for the oppressor because of a mistake that you made in your youth. And you got a man out here who says he's a man of God telling your wife that she should leave you and get another husband. Like, what does that make you feel about God? Or the men of God? The men of God, one thing, but what kind of God, like if you supposedly the man of God and you tell him my wife this, then shoot, I don't want to be a part of your God. I don't like your God. I'm not with your God. Like that's how they separate themselves from the people. That's how you make yourself like. That's pretty much what the Pharisees pretty much the Pharisees for sure what they did. How they separated themselves from the people because of their purple garments and their royalty and their looks and their numbers and their so-called their pedigree, so-called. You understand me? Their so-called classism that they put upon themselves and made themselves higher than their brothers. They separated themselves from their brothers, and that's why Christ said woe unto the Pharisees like 15, 20 times throughout his time on it. Like we don't even got the whole chronicle of his time on earth. But the small thing, the small chronicle we do have, half of the time he's saying woe unto them or destruction unto them. You understand me? And they wonder why they getting destroyed out here in these streets. Well, you do. You know, I don't even like saying modern day Pharisee because it sounds so fake Israelitish. But the Lord is definitely hating you for what y'all are doing to our people. You understand me? That's why you're getting what you're getting. Salaki, we didn't win. We didn't win all the way off topic, but it's just it for that being a hot topic right now. You know what I'm saying? And you know us knowing how they treat our people and us loving our people the way we do. You understand me? We blood, sweat, and tears every day. You know what I'm saying? We Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we is out in the hood, sweating, making sure that like you gotta go out there, brothers. Y'all go out there to the if y'all don't got the food drive in y'all city yet. San Antonio got a food drive. You know what I'm saying? Y'all pass out the food at camp. Don't y'all do?
Yeah, we do give out food.
So like,
sometimes it's not a program.
Look, y'all. On one of these Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, y'all got some time. Come down here early in the morning and go roll with them and go look at the spirit of them people's faces when they pick up a plastic thing of croissants. You know what I'm saying? I mean, something that you're a croissant. Something that you were just, oh man, I don't even want all of them.
Yeah, and if I could though, I mean, a lot of brothers know that been like a Cunha and stuff like that.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Lord.
A lot of y'all know, like you know, that's, like when you make moves like that, whether it's a Cunha or right here in Houston, Texas.
Good night.
Like you know, when I say it behoove Christ to be made like unto his brother, being around your people in the ghettos and the streets and in the suffering helps you to really understand us. You understand?
Right.
Helps you to really, that fuels your fire for this work.
Right.
It really fuels your fire because, like Chapat just said, bro, I'm a nigga that been in and out of jail. You know what I mean? So when he said that, he told that sister that she had to leave her husband because he was in jail. The brother in jail, bro, having a sister out there is like a breath of fresh air, man. Right. You understand? Like, you know, somebody's gonna be able to write you, take those phone calls. That's your piece, you know what I mean? That's your property. If nobody don't talk to you, your brother, your cousin, none of them, you got your spouse, you know what I mean? Your wife, your woman. And to take that away from that brother, man, it's such an evil thing, bro.
Right.
It's such an evil thing, bro. And if you understand this oppression by being out there, like Chapat saying, going out here in the streets, you've been in jail before, you've been in homeless, you've been in the foster care system, you've been over here, then you're going to really resonate with what we going through as a people, and it's going to fuel your fire for what we do in this truth, man.
Right. Go ahead.
At the same time as they talking about leaving the brother that's in prison alone, I.S.U.P.K got a prison program.
Right.
Well, we go to the brothers in prison. You know, like that's
they prison program and sending brothers to prison.
Right. Good night.
then we got to raise them up in prison.
Right.
Bro, I can tell you how YAHANNA. You understand?
Good night. That's heavy, bro. Like,
but Slaggy, even the scriptures say that though in Jeremiah, the 23rd chapter, he talking about the woe to the pastors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They scatter my flock. They have you in jail and they'll never visit you, bro.
Right.
They the reason you in jail. The Christian church, your fake Israelite group, they the reason you in jail and they'll never come visit you, man.
Right.
Because they think you belong in there. But in I.S.U.P.K, we don't think you belong in there.
Right.
We think you was just misleaded. You grew up in a hell of a captivity. And you don't know your identity and your culture, and that's all you need. Right. And they supposed to be the ones to give it to them, and they don't. They keep it to themselves and act like it's some kind of privilege or something to have the truth. You know what I mean? When that Bible says freely as you given, freely as you receive, freely you give, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And you gotta, charity suffereth long, man. Ain't no amount of time is going to pass by before I give up on my brothers and sisters, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like
shout out to that brother Mashamar.
Yeah, Mashamar, man. Call it up for Mashamar, man.
There's a couple other brothers in there too.
There's a few brothers in there,
but shout out to Officer Mashamar. Yeah. That brother, they've been holding it down from inside the gates.
Behind the walls.
Behind the walls. You understand me? That's how you know that the I.S.U.P.K is different. We built different. You understand? We'll never tell a woman to leave her husband, let alone leave her husband in the condition where all he has is his woman. It sickens me and it saddens me to hear that. Like, just to know that a brother's being abandoned like that, when the scriptures, Christ himself said that at the beginning it was not so. Yeah. To put away your wife, right. Put away your husband. So who they following if they not following Christ when he told you that? Who was they following? John the Baptist. Sexy Jesus. That's who they following. Sexy Jesus, the officer who gives you a $20,000 reward for turning in criminals. That's who they follow. You understand me? Keep going, Salaki. We dragging. Salaki.
Okay.
Go ahead, Rick. Oh man, oppressing ain't women. Let's not even like
right, because they told that sister to leave her husband just so they can treat her like garbage.
Good night.
Just so they can treat her like garbage. Now she don't got her. Now she left her man, and she don't have no brothers and no
to protect her,
to support her, protect her, because they oppressing her. That's crazy, man.
What you got?
I was gonna say they counterproductive because think about it. Commander General YAHANNA said we need a black man in every black house. They over there having a woman leave they black man out of the house. You know what I'm saying? That's what they leading them to. And then, like you said about when they out there on the street corners, they ain't out there teaching. They ain't out there trying to build our people up. They out there telling them that they wicked and that they gonna die. Right. And then they sit there and tell our women that they going to hell because they got on pants. Was right there tell you they just cut themselves right there because hell ain't a place you go to when you die. Hell is conditioned right here on earth.
There it is. There it is. What you got, copy yo? Real quick, we're gonna get back to the script. Huh? Goddamn, another police station. That's
another day at the office.
Yeah, another day at the office. Good night. Let's get through a few more of these scriptures before we can get.
This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23, verse 10, in English. If there be among you any man that is not clean by reason of uncleanness, that chanceth him by night, then shall he go abroad out of the camp. He shall not come in, it's like he come within the camp.
So, this is why we have some of the rules that we have here. You understand me? Yeah, I know that. So when we being strict about, you know what I'm saying, what you supposed to do on Friday night and what you're not supposed to do on Friday night, it ain't because we just, you understand me, just being strict. We ain't make that up. That ain't just the I.S.U.P.K. So that's not just I.S.U.P.K. protocol. This is literally in the scriptures. You understand me? You remember, if you remember last week when we saw Saul, he sat outside the camp till the sun came down, till the day had passed. You understand me? Till his uncleanliness had gone away from him. You feel me? That's the spirit of keeping the law that we gotta be like extra hardcore on this law. We gotta keep it. Like we gotta make sure that we keeping it. We gotta hold each other accountable. We gotta make sure that we doing what we need to do. We gotta make sure that not only holding ourselves accountable, but holding our brothers accountable. And if we all hold each other accountable, then none of us will fail. We all be perfect. Right. You understand me? Like the saying says, we only strong as our weakest link. If we all making sure that our weak link is strong, then we're all strong.
Right.
You understand? Keep going.
Okay. Verse 11. But it shall be when evening cometh on, he shall wash himself with water. And when the sun is down, he shall come into the camp again.
There it is. Boom. Exactly what happened. Keep going.
Verse 12. Thou shalt have a place also without the camp, whether thou shalt go forth abroad.
Keep going because it's going to get a context.
Okay. Verse 13. And thou shalt have a paddle upon thy weapon. And it shall be when thou wilt ease thyself abroad, thou shalt dig therewith a shout turn slack therewith and shout turn back and cover that which cometh from thee.
Y'all know what this is talking about, right? Anybody got a clue what this is talking about? Copy, y'all, you got a smirk on your face, kind of like you know what it's talking about. You want to give it a shot? Huh?
Read it one more time.
Read it one more time. Read. Yeah, the verse 13.
Verse 13. And thou shalt have a paddle upon thy weapon, and it shall be when thou wilt ease thyself abroad, thou shalt dig therewith, and shalt turn back and cover that which cometh from thee.
It cuts us off. What you got?
When you use the restroom, you gonna dig a hole.
In Christ. That's easy. That was see now y'all thought the Bible wasn't practical. Like this is very practical. Like we got to think about it. We at war. We in a field. Literally. Understand me? He said, keep a shovel with you. In the restroom that you can. It says, let me use the words that it used. And it shall be when you ease yourself abroad, you at ease. You know, your mind, you ain't at ease at first, and then all of a sudden you at ease, right? Why? Because you did what you had to do, right? And it says, thou shalt dig therewith. Dig with your shovel, your paddle, dig a hole. And it says, and shall turn back and cover that which cometh from thee, which means you should put the dirt over it or very much bury it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to explain why in the next verse. But I'm just saying, like, this is another reason why, you know what I'm saying, we got certain protocols in our camp. You know what I'm saying? Like, there has to be a bathroom nearby. You feel me? We can't be, you know what I'm saying, peeing in the street because why? Read the next verse.
Verse 14. For the Lord thy God walketh in the midst of thy camp.
Because what?
The Lord thy God walketh in the midst of thy camp.
And what else?
To deliver thee, and to give up thine enemies before thee. Therefore shall thy camp be holy, that he see no unclean thing in thee, and turn away from thee.
You hear me? You get it? You understand me? This is why, you know, we got the protocol for a camp is to have a camp close to a restroom because we need to be able to use the restroom. Because imagine brothers taking dumps in the camp and the Lord see a big, you know, that's pretty extreme. But you know what I'm saying? Any kind of relieving themselves at the camp and the Lord see it and he turned his back on us because it's an unclean thing in the camp. You understand me? Like, we ain't dirty. You know, and it's practical. You understand me? Nobody wants to walk in your excrement. Not even the Lord. He don't even want to see it. Because if he do see it, then he gonna turn his back on you. Shoot, who knows? Maybe them purple people was dookie in the back of their camp or something. I don't know. Maybe that's why. You know what I'm saying? They are full of shit. They all full of shit. Yeah, you know, maybe that's why. You know, maybe that's why the Lord turned it back on. Maybe that's why the brother got shot 6 times. You know, oh, he definitely at that Ghana camp.
They shower in urine over there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They eat doo-doo. It's the doo-doo unlawful. Sir, if I could, is the doo-doo unlawful? The doo-doo of the cow. What you got, a yellow one? Go ahead.
In scripture, there is no law.
This law is so specific. It just goes to show how different we are from our oppressors. Because, like, there was a woman in Austin, I believe last week, covered her whole body up in the middle of the street with horse doo-doo. This was all over the news in Isupk. It's just Salakia.
Yeah, I saw that. Salakia. Like, and you know, like you say, like this kind of reason why, you know, the bubonic plague spread around Europe because they should have had some paddles with them. They was sleeping and living amongst their urine and feces and excrement and rats and all these different, you know what I'm saying, unclean things. Like just think about everything that's unclean and think about how those things weren't allowed in the congregations in the camp, and just imagine how clean the camp was. Like just imagine how clean. Like they say, if you unclean, you can't even come to the camp. And then once the night fall, go take a bath real quick before you come back. Go wash your hands. go clean up real quick before you even think about coming back. Just clean up real quick one more time. I know you cleaned up right after, but go ahead and clean up just one more time real quick before you come back. Like that's how clean we was as a people. That's just further let you know. That further let you know that, you know what I'm saying, that the nation of Israel itself is a clean nation. That we are a different people. We are set apart from this world. You feel me? Like you got the Edomites who smell like puppies when they get wet. You understand me? You got the Moabites, Lord knows, they touch all manner of unclean things all day long. I don't think they even shower. Like, I don't know. I never got close enough to one to know. You understand me? Like, you got the Hamites, they eat the stuff that they're supposed to be covering up. They bathe in it. You know what I'm saying? Me, like, all these nations do all these wicked and evil and downright disgusting things. It's just disgusting. You understand me? And us as a people, we've always been against that. That's why, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got the sayings like, I say WPS, but, you know, that really stands for white people shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got all these different things that us as a people already was like, yep. Like, we'll see something happen in public, and then you'll catch eyes with a brother that you don't even know and be like, there they go, doing what they do. Like our people always, look, even like, and I'm like, as me being a black man and coming out the world, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I've had plenty of experience that with black people. I've even had experience with that with my Hispanic and Northern Kingdom brothers too. That's why like I'm saying, we all the same family, because I'm talking about, okay, I know a brother who has a slavery. You understand me? That he deals with the public every day. You understand me? And in his slavery, he told me a lot of times that he run into Israelite, you know what I'm saying, old ladies, and they be stuff be happening. They be like, mijo, like they be like, you know, mijo mean, what does that mean, son? You know, boy, my boy, you know what I'm saying? Like they be looking like the same way, like, better watch them. You know what I'm saying? We all got the same mind. It's just that we just didn't know that what that was. We all thought it was just like a sixth sense of, you know, all some people like to call it common sense, but it ain't really common. You know, they like the saying goes, common sense ain't common. You understand? How many more scriptures we got? Where we at?
We're at 15. How long?
And where'd you stop?
18.
Yeah, go ahead and read through them real quick, and then we're gonna wrap.
Come on. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23, verse 15 in the English. Thou shalt not deliver unto his master the servant which is escaped from his master unto thee. Verse 16. He shall dwell with thee, even among you, in the place which he shall choose in one of thy gates, where it liketh him best. Thou shalt not oppress him.
Hold up. Wait a minute. I gotta stop right there. Did y'all hear that? Wait a minute. Did that go over some of y'all heads? I don't think y'all ain't got the same. Some of y'all do. Everybody ain't. Hold up. Read it one more time. Baba Kasha.
Verse 16. He shall dwell with thee.
No. Read 15, then 16.
Come on. Verse 15. Thou shalt not deliver unto his master the servant which is escaped from his master unto thee.
Keep going.
Verse 16. He shall dwell with thee, even among you, in the place which he shall choose in one of thy gates, where it liketh him best. Thou shalt not oppress him.
Good night, bro. Like we just got finished talking about that. What you got, Yahweh, real quick? We gonna go through these scriptures, but this one was too heavy. Can't pass this one up.
The scripture saying not to snitch.
not to turn that brother in. Don't turn that brother in. He escaping from the master. Don't turn that brother in. Not only let him don't turn him in, but let him sleep within thy gates in the place that he like it the best. You feel me? And here we got other groups that saying, you know, we gonna turn brothers in. We gonna do this. We gonna do that. All this manner of things when they escaping from their oppressor. It said at the very end, it says, "Do not oppress them." Like, come on, man. Like, man, bro. Like this.
Right there, man.
That's the Lord, bro. Like that's crazy. Like it's crazy that we reading this, man. Keep going, man. I like that was self-explanatory. I ain't even gonna give you. We don't even have to go into a stupid breakdown of that because a deaf and a blind man can see. A blind man can see and a deaf man can hear what just happened right there. You feel me? Keep going.
Come. Verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel.
That's the pride of the Lord. That's the pride of the Lord right there. There should be no whores of the daughters of Israel or sodomites. Yeah. Put that in your hookah and smoke it. Rainbow Coalition. Keep going. We ain't gonna y'all look for those who don't know, sodomite is the pride community. The LGBTQ2, all them. Elemental P's. Sometimes why. Always why. Why are you doing it? Keep going.
That's it, sir. You don't even went down to that.
All right, Most High Christ, man. With that, Imagine. Give me a horn blast, Baba. Cover it real quick while I get this.
YAHANNA.
All right, Imagine Wapan Yahakwadam Sar. We're gonna turn the face to east. We're gonna say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew first, then the English. You got it? Should be like the first. Third.
Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash.
I.S.U.P.K.
Yahweh. Malakwaka. Taba'ah. Ratzayaka. I.S.U.P.K. Ba'aratza. Kawa. I.S.U.P.K. Bashamayim. Nathanahu. Lakam. Kal. Yawam. Wasalaknahu. Kasalaknahu. Kabawabinahu. Wala'ah. Tabi'aynahu. Banasaya 1. Abal. Awashaynahu. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Wahala. Wahatapara. Awalamya. Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power and the glory forever. So be it. So, don't worry about it. Give me we're gonna salute. So give me one more horn blast real quick. All right, we prepare to salute the Torah.
Yahweh Shem Yahushabrak, yeah. Yahweh Shem Yahushabrak, yeah.
Yahweh Shem Yahushabrak, yeah.
Yahweh Shem Yahushabrak, yeah.
Yahweh Shem Yahushabrak, yeah. Yahweh Shem Yahushabrak, yeah.
Yahweh Shem Yahushabrak, yeah.
We almost done.
Yahweh Shem Yahushabrak,
Man,
yeah.
trying to get some. Trying to get something before everybody else gets to it.
I didn't know it was a community joint.
It's not. My shot. All right. Men of Israel, one courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Amayim Shabbat. Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm about to say you had it back.
It's Amayim Shabbat. Salakia, sir. Sissy. Yeshavia. Salakia. Amayim Shabbat. Amayim. Barak. Yahweh Shem Yahushabrak. Yanyam Ta. Saw. Face the sisters. Amayim sis. All right. Men of Israel, one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amayim Shabbat, Amayim, Barak, Yahweh Shema Taba Shem Yahusha, Yanyam Mata, dismiss. You're grown. Baba Kasha. Come on.
Damn, we were supposed to be on Clubhouse. That's crazy.